Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Dave's Top 3,000 Songs of the Rock Era. Today I'm up to song number 2215, and that one is Over and Over by Madonna. It came out in 1984. It wasn't initially released as a single, this is a promotional single that came out a couple years later in 1986. It was only released as a promotional single, I think, in a couple countries, Italy and the Philippines. But it was released on her international multi-platinum album, Like a Virgin, which came out in 1984. Here's a picture of Madonna around the time she recorded it. I'll get into her a little bit later and the song. First, I'm going to feature a sample of and react to it. So here it goes. Okay, that's a bit of Over and Over by Madonna. I think it's a really good, catchy song, and I think it's pretty clear what the song's about from the lyrics. I mean, it's a song about perseverance and not giving up, despite criticism or, doing what you feel you were meant to do. And I do like the message, and I do also like the song. It's a very upbeat song, and I'm a little bit dismayed that it wasn't a hit for her because I think I like it. It's one of my favorite songs by her, actually. I think I put it maybe a little too low on my list just because it wasn't a hit, mostly. Not that many people know it. As a matter of fact, I remember, I think I heard this song for the first time when it came around the time, the album Like a Virgin came out. I think some of my classmates at the University of Michigan were playing this album. And I heard this song, and I never really thought about it much for the next 30 years or so. But then, I think it was maybe about 5 years ago, I uploaded a version of this album onto my iPhone, and I heard all the songs on it, including this one. Then I realized that I had heard this song. It was a pretty great song, I think. Even though I wasn't really a fan of Madonna when she first came out. I did like this song, even though I didn't like a lot of her other songs that much. I wasn't even really that crazy about Like a Virgin when it came out, even though that spent, I think, 6 weeks at number one. I thought it was a little too provocative. I think, at the time I was a little bit, upset by her provocative image. But over the years, I've come to embrace it a lot more. I mean, she went with her guts and she portrayed the image she wanted to portray, and she didn't do anything illegal or really offensive in my mind. She was just expressing herself. So, anyway, I guess that's kind of my critique of Over and Over by Madonna. And I don't have too much else to say about Madonna. This is probably the fifth song I think I've already featured on my list by her. I've got several more coming up. Anyway. So I guess that's pretty much everything I have to say about Over and Over by Madonna. So thank you for watching. You guys rock, and I'll see you next time. Bye.